Hey friends, this is Shannon with Florist Gardens. I wanted to give you an update on my propagation, plant propagation, on my cuttings. I have several that I have potted up and are growing on, looking well. And I'm going to give you a tour of the greenhouse and also teach you how I take more cuttings of some lavender. Come follow along. They're all rooted cuttings that I did about, I don't know, probably 2 months ago, maybe a month or two ago, I'm not sure. This is some phlox. Phlox is very slow to root and grow, really, so probably why phlox are expensive at the store. This is golden Alexander that I started from seed over the winter, and it's been quite slow to grow too. I need to really get it potted up. I'm sure it would be happier in some fresh soil. These are all rooted cuttings that I recently potted up. This is salvia, lacantha, and some butterfly bushes, some agasaki, a variegated hydrangea, paniculata that I rooted. These ones have done well. So I'm going to wait till the fall to plant those. So I'm just keeping them. My little plant stash over here. I did set up a sprinkler here. I'm not running it all the time because the cuttings, they don't want too much water, but I have it hooked up to this timer here. And I also have the woodland bed is hooked up to the timer as well. Let's go inside the greenhouse and look at my cuttings. Whoop, lost my hat. So these are some hydrangea, panicle hydrangea cuttings. And that might be some spigilla too. So I'm just keeping because the greenhouse gets so hot, I'm not keeping it completely sealed. I'm keeping it vented a little bit. These are some butterfly bushes. So you want moisture, but you don't want it completely sealed in the greenhouse just because it gets so hot. And then these boxes it's a mix of vermiculite and perlite. That's all it is. And then once you moisten it, those boxes don't have drainage, so you moisten it and then you put your cuttings in, and then in the very beginning you keep the lids on. But you just have to be careful. If it's in a greenhouse, you have to be careful because it can get so hot it could cook them. So a little venting is helpful. A propagation course from Rosie Hardy Gardening. She's in the UK. She's a well-known gardener in the UK. And she has a course on propagation for tip cuttings. And so that's partly where I learned my information. I've also watched a lot of YouTube videos on it. Being a frugal gardener in person, I enjoy getting to make more plants for free and for use in my own garden. Not selling these, I'm just using them for myself. One tip for lavender that has helped, because lavender is difficult in the south where I am in North Alabama. Lavender typically isn't happy. So I learned from Creekside Nursery about phenomenal lavender, and that's what this lavender is, phenomenal lavender, and it definitely is better than the other lavenders I've tried in the south. But another tip to help with growing lavender in the south, if you have heavy soil, is to grow them in pots. I have most of my lavender I grow in pots. I only have a little bit. I think right now I only have one in the ground. But so most of them I keep in pots, and that way you have good drainage. Drainage is key with lavender. It does enjoy being watered, it just doesn't want overhead water, and it doesn't want poor drainage. So like my pots are on watering right now. There's actually twice a day because it's so hot right now in August, but I do fine with it as long as you have a soil that's well draining and your pots has plenty of perlite in it. This one is pretty woody. I think actually I'm going to skip that one. You don't want woody, you want soft. So this is soft and this is hard. I'll pull that one off. A few more holes. Plants I have found the easiest to propagate so far have been catmint, lavender, some panicle hydrangeas have done well for me. Salvias have done well. Butterfly bush is easy. I've lived in this house for 5 years, or actually going on 6 years now, and it didn't have any gardens when I started this property, when we bought the house, I should say. There was no gardens, and so we have all of the gardens I have created from scratch with the no-till method, where I just add the compost, wood chips and compost. And some of them I used the cardboard and some of them I didn't. Starting a new garden bed right now with that method that you can follow along with. One question I get asked a lot is if I have help in the garden. I don't, besides my husband every now and then, if I have something big, like, you know, a heavy plant to move or plant or whatever, he will help me with. And every now and then he'll help me with mulching, but it's actually very rare. So it's good to help if I ask. But I generally don't ask because he works all day and I'm at home, so I'm able to do a lot of it myself. And thankfully I'm still able to do that. I'm in my early 50s, but so far so good. I do have a bad back, but I just pace myself, and I've learned to listen to my body and know when to stop and what to do and what not to do. So that's why I use him for the very heavy lifting, because I have pulled my back when I'm trying to move, like dig up a mature shrub or tree and move it. It's not good. Okay, this one's actually full. I'm just going to give it a light water, not much. To settle it in, put the lid on it, and then I'm going to finish filling up another box. Closer look at them. Hopefully you can see that well. The lavender tucked in the greenhouse, and we'll see how it does in about 4 weeks. I'll be checking on it regularly. Weekly at least, to make sure it's doing okay. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed learning about plant propagation and my techniques that I've learned over the last couple of years, and my successes and failures, and I'm still learning every time. I still have a lot of success and failures, but every time it seems like it's getting a little bit better. Just have to learn. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.